So day 2 just starting off. We have the centre section. We've got the chemical anchoring in last night and we let it set before we start to screw that down. So everything's done off that centre point. So what'll happen is we've got a scribing tool. It'll go out and we'll scribe this original wall. So you can see there, that's the original scribe line from whenever the original Rotary was in. We will be going something similar, very close, but hopefully we'll get those lines on a bit later. We can see we're starting to bring in parts. What we have is the guys in the centre will be scribing out, marking, putting down the base plates. We've had to make custom base plates as well because the Rotary is, without having the customer to rack as concrete, we've had to make alterations to the base plate. Normally our base plate's a lot taller than that, but if you look here on its concrete level, it's different heights. So this, the outside here is lower than this plinth. So to compensate that, we've taken it off the height of the stand, so he doesn't have to knock out all his concrete in order to put in the new Rotary. So just going around, everything's cleaned off. You can see there the cows are very much what is going on here. They're milking, as I said, in the bale, and then we're just going through and getting this all ready. So we are, now that you can see this all cleared, we are redoing his whole bridge. One of the biggest things I think we can add value for the operation of his new Rotary is on the bridge, simply because it's way too narrow. So cows were coupled. We're just bringing in stuff at the minute, and then what we're going to do is just take you outside. So we're having guys start to shape the ends of the beams just to make sure that they're nice and polished for being put in the circle. And we're building up the wheels on the rollers. So double I-beam, nylon rollers. We'll have 120 rollers in a 60 stall. And then the guys are doing there is just tidying up edge of the beams, making sure everything's nice, no galvanizing slag on them, anything like that. Beams are all numbered to where to go together. So that's what we're doing now. Johnny's doing it. So yeah, we're putting all the beams together to do all this. And then as we go in here, this is going to be the dairy. So this is all coming away. We're putting in a big Bomatic plate cooler, which will run ice water but can also run glycol. And then what we're doing in there is the milk wash fat. So the customers went for milk will be pumped from the centre into our milk fat, and then we'll pump it nice and slowly from there through the milk filters, through the plate coolers into the silo. So we go through here. There's another team then now working on vacuum pumps and getting that ready. So we've got all the old vacuum pumps out. So we can see here we're having 2 Airstar 200s for redundancy. And then customer also had this. He bought this for his old parlour, so we're leaving that in place because it's an awesome pump as well. So we're leaving that as redundancy. So each one of these pumps will have enough to milk his parlour, and he's got a full backup. So he's got genuinely probably about 200% backup on vacuum supply for his parlour. Big difference what we'll be doing is, you can see there the size of this vacuum line, it's 4-inch. We'll be coming out in 4 and we'll run a 6-inch line right the whole way across here, and then we'll come down into this hole and then through the Rotary. So you can see here this is only 4-inch. We'll be doing it in 6-inch. I think the pipe's sitting outside. Well, you can see the fitting there. So that's the size of what our vacuum supply line will be in comparison to the other. So much bigger with it. So we'll just go back in and see what the boys are doing, and then we can go from that. But I'll keep you updated obviously during the day. As I said, we're just waiting now to start the scribe out. Everyone's busy, everyone's getting on.